We are back in the booth for another edition of Modern Day Football presented by EPSL. It's been a while since we've been in the booth, had some flight restrictions due to travel complications, but we are here in never sunny Modern Day Santa Ana Stadium. The rain coming down again as Modern Day welcomes DePaul, their second matchup of the year. But Modern Day coming off of a disappointing loss last week to the St. John Bosco Braves, a game that was decided by a kickoff return touchdown and game-winning field goal as time expired. So definitely not the way that Modern Day fans wanted to see that one end, especially with the history that some of these players have with Bosco. Bosco got the better of them in that one, moves them to 9-4 on the year. So looking to bounce back here against the DePaul team that has struggled. Modern Day beat them earlier in the year. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was Modern Day's first win in the streak of 7 or 8 games that they put together. Although the quarterback for DePaul is a weapon, we're going to take a look at his stats really quick here. John Wilson, 21 touchdowns, 9 picks on the year. He is above 3,000 yards. He is a weapon. He's had some up and down moments. Definitely, though, I would say as far as Modern Day goes, the bright spot has been their defense. It's been a little bit questionable at times, but it always has been a part of the game that they can rely on. Outside of last week against Bosco, that game-winning field goal, you just tough to swallow at home. Second down for Wilson as he completes over the middle and pick up an easy first down, uncontested until he was met by Roberts. So for DePaul, you got to think that, we're looking towards next season. Modern Day still very much in the playoff hunt, number 2 in the AFC at the moment. But these are games that you want to get to that 10-win mark. You want to start putting some wins together towards the end of the year as well. Going into the postseason, I think a lot of these games are about momentum, and Modern Day is looking to start building some momentum here. Obviously, you've had some success this year. Season's not over. What a spin move in the backfield, and Jowers is going to pick up a first down. Incredible move. Put Avery Curtis on skates. What looked like was going to be a tackle for loss ends up being a first down to Paul. Incredible move from Jowers in the backfield there. Wilson off of play action is going to go over the middle, and this is just a methodical drive from DePaul to start this game. Looked like the D-end warbles in coverage. For the life of me, don't understand why he was back there, but we also had the strong safety Johnson trailing in coverage. So a first down, and DePaul is moving the ball well thanks to that Jowers spin move. They'll give it to him again. He's going to break another tackle. This guy, dangerous, averaging 5 yards per carry early on 3 rushes for 15 yards. Eating up time here in the first quarter. DePaul got a 2nd and 6 from the Modern Day 22. Play action for Wilson. He's going to take off up the middle, plenty of room. Broken tackle, actually shrugs off the senior linebacker, Marcus Battle. And there aren't many people that can pull that one off. So really impressive there from Wilson. Really impressive drive from DePaul to start this game. And we have seen this at times this season from DePaul. They've done a good job being balanced. Just can't win games down the stretch for the most part. That's what's led to their current record. Here's another play action. A lot of success for Wilson on play actions on this drive, but that one's going to end in a sack. Bennett Alexander making his presence felt. The senior defensive end has had an amazing year, and he continues to add to it early in this game. And that is one element of this defense that they are going to miss come next year. So a chance for Mater Dei to limit the damage to 3 here on 3rd and goal from the 11. Wilson to throw. Looks like a mesh concept. He's going to score a touchdown. Mesh underneath and a dig over the top. That was perfectly executed by DePaul. They are going to take a 6-0 lead. Harry Macy on the receiving end of that touchdown. And it looks like it just got a little bit congested in there. Malone playing outside, gave up that inside leverage, and that's an easy touchdown for Macy. So a great start for DePaul. That pretty much went exactly how you want it to. If you're a fan of the Spartans, you ate up a lot of time. You scored 7 at the end of the drive. You can't ask for much more than that. And Mater Dei, we'll see if they can respond. Their offense, especially in the past couple weeks, has left a lot to be desired for Mater Dei fans. Last week against Bosco, I would say they did their job. There's Sean Bowe closing in on 4,000 yards for the year. Touchdown interception ratio looking better than it did earlier in the season. But I would say the Mater Dei offense did their job last week against Bosco. They put up points when they needed them, as Williams has got a crease. He'll take it for 9, maybe 10. We'll see where they spot that one. But if you give up a kick return touchdown and then you just give up enough yards for that game-winning field goal, you know, not much your offense can do about that. Obviously, it's a team game. But as this one's complete to Kisling, good to see him get involved. I would say the last 2 games that Mater Dei have lost, he has not been involved. And I think that's a direct reflection of what happens when you don't get him the football. He's a leader on this team. He's your wide receiver 1. Underneath to Kisling again. It sounds like maybe they hear me up here in the booth. Here are his numbers last week. 7 receptions for 92 yards. Definitely made more of an effort to get him involved there. No touchdowns, but Kisling undoubtedly will be a 1,000-yard receiver by the time this season is all said and done. Bowe to throw again. Instant pressure. He does get rid of it low, looking for, I believe that was Elliott. 3rd and 1. Just an unfortunate miss there for the Mater Dei offense. Looked like they brought a blitz. Here's play action. Bowe to throw down the middle. Overthrown. Incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. So the punt team comes on for Mater Dei. 2 misses back-to-back. And an awful punt. Absolutely awful punt. So they're going to start on the 30-yard line. It's looking early, like all DePaul here in the first quarter. Pressure comes. Wilson delivers, and that one is just behind his receiver. It looked eerily similar to the Mater Dei drive, where Sean Bowe got pressure and threw one in the dirt. John Wilson does the same thing. He's going to throw again. Underneath, almost picked off. Somehow it's caught. I cannot believe that was not intercepted by Marcus Battle. Absolutely bizarre animation. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Wilson completes and converts. First down, DePaul. I can't believe that one wasn't broken up either. I mean, there was a Mater Dei defender right in front of that ball. Just very strange what we're seeing on the field at the moment. But regardless, it results in another DePaul first down. That's going to be Zaza Dean on the tackle for loss. He powers through. This defensive line is not something to play around with. Great play by Dean there, as you feel like the modern-day defense needed a spark. Hopefully that will be it. Draw play, and it's Dean on the tackle again. No gain. Dean trying to be the single person to end this drive for DePaul. 3rd and long from the 44. Wilson, plenty of time, loads up. No, he's sacked by Dean. 3 plays. 3 tackles for loss, 1 sack. Zaza Dean ends the drive himself. 1-man defense for Mater Dei. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Nice move from Kisling there on the punt return. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. An incredible effort from defensive tackle Zaza Dean there. Bennett Alexander, as you see his sack earlier in the first quarter. Mater Dei's got to respond on offense. There's the spin move heard around the world. Avery Curtis is probably going to want to forget that one. But regardless, we've got a 7-0 ball game here. DePaul is up in Santa Ana. 1st and 10. Mater Dei with a chance to answer here. That's going to be the backup tight end, Dallas, in motion. Sean Bowe throws underneath. It's going to be complete to Kisling. It's a gain of 8. Kisling doing a nice job of holding on to that one. 2nd down. Throwing again underneath. This one complete to Cooper. Looks like the short pass game is alive and well in Santa Ana. They'll go to the I formation here. Cooper in the slot. Kisling out wide. Play action. Bowe rolling right. He's going to pull this one down. Still running. Space past the 40 and in the range. Sean Bowe with the only rushing production for Mater Dei to this point. A 30-yard gain. It looks like they just forgot about him, and he made the most of that one. Trips left for Mater Dei. Now 1st and 10 on DePaul's side of the field. That's Dallas in motion once more. Sean Bowe going to throw again. He does throw underneath to Dallas, who will catch it for 5. So now a little bit of momentum here for the Mater Dei offense. Obviously, they want a touchdown. And that one almost intercepted. In motion. Looks like we've got a penalty on that play. And it will be against the defense. My apologies, that was not the tight end, Dallas. I am getting confirmation that that is a new addition, Forwick, the wide receiver, number 14. So I do apologize for that one. Formerly looking for Kisling in the end zone. That one's going to be incomplete, but that is Forwick, number 14. So my apologies to everyone watching at home. Here's the give to Williams, and Williams will pick up 3. We've got 3rd and 7. Going back to that penalty that continued the drive for Mater Dei, you don't want to waste an opportunity to score touchdowns in this league. We've seen Mater Dei do that. That one's going to be intercepted in the end zone, looking for Kisling. Just a bad throw. A little bit behind him, and DePaul is going to take over after the touchback. First and 10, Spartans. There's a give up the middle, wide open hole. Gain of 9. And it's just been too easy for DePaul to this point. Play action for Wilson. Into double coverage, somehow not intercepted. That one's knocked down by Curtis. 3rd and short. They're going to go empty. Pressure instantly on the run. Wilson delivers an absolute dime. First down, Spartans. Wilson to throw again. Looks right or looks left, completes left. Another first down for DePaul.
It's a gain of 17 yards. Results in a first down.
DePaul is just moving at will right now. And there is not a whole lot that's worse to see if you're a Mater Dei fan than an interception and just off the back of that complete domination from the DePaul offense. Very complete game for them so far, complete half I should say, as we're closing in on the end of the second half. Ball comes out. DePaul, luckily, hops on top of their own fumble. And everything just comes up DePaul so far in this first half. Absolutely no problem with the Monarchs in Santa Ana so far. As they are now down to the 10-yard line, under 4 minutes in the first half. Wilson to throw, complete, 3rd and short. From the 3, Mater Dei defense has a chance to, again, limit the damage here. That one's knocked down at the line. It's going to be 4th and 1. We'll see if they go for it here. You're 4-9. You might as well. I'd be surprised if well, they do bring out the field goal team. Field goal is good. Going to extend the lead for DePaul to 2 possessions, 10-0 here in California. That off the Sean Bowe interception in the end zone, which was a truly awful throw behind his intended receiver. He had thrown a few dangerous ones prior to that, got bailed out with the pass interference. But you've got to score here. You need a touchdown. This game is far from over, but you need points, and that is what we've seen Mater Dei struggle with. Here's the give to Jacob Williams, who will turn nothing into something on the cutback there. He will be marked short of the line to gain. Play action, downfield, broken up. Incomplete, looking for Kisling again. He can't bring it in, and that brings up 3rd and very short. They throw. That one caught by Forwick, first down. Crucial first down there, because you got to feel like if you don't get a first down here, you're down 2 scores. You're coming up on the end of the first half. That will take us to the 2-minute warning. If you don't get something here, you're not feeling great going into the locker room. Mater Dei does get the ball at half, so points here and points there, and you're looking at a completely different ball game. Obviously, if you're a Mater Dei fan, that's what you're hoping for. Another completion to Forwick, his debut. They'll go hurry up, trips left. Shanbo to throw, complete to Shockey. Another first down, Monarchs. Just under a minute and a half now. We'll check this one down to Williams. And Williams is brought down for a loss of 2. Play action. Shanbo takes off instantly. It looked like he did not even appear to look downfield. Might have been a designed quarterback run. But another third down regardless. That one dropped. Too many incompletions, too many mistakes from this Mater Dei offense. It's just tough to watch here in the first half. I formation, they're going to go for it on 4th and 2. The last time we saw I formation on 4th down, it was a toss. This one a slant that's caught by Cooper. Cooper keeps the drive alive for Mater Dei. First and 10 from the 28. 32 seconds left in the half. 2 timeouts for Mater Dei. Pressure comes. Shanbo sacked. Not a lot of resistance there, and good play by the DePaul defense, who has shut out the Mater Dei offense in the first half. Shanbo, plenty of time, decides to check it down for a gain of 2 yards. Time continues to tick off. They will take their last timeout, 3rd and 14. So the decision-making and play calling on offense, just disappointing. If I had to put it into one word, frustrating to watch, disappointing, and unfortunate. Shanbo, again, nothing but time. Stands there. Delivers an absolute duck to the sideline. Incomplete, 4th and 14. Just an offense that is anemic right now. Absolutely allergic to scoring points. But they do hopefully get 3 here, as the field goal is up and good. You got to think with how unlucky they've been getting in the past 3 weeks that they would miss that one, but that one does go through, making it a 10-3 game. So you're going to have a chance to tie it coming out of the half. Not hopeful for this offense, at least from what I've seen so far in the first half. Maybe some changes offensively are coming. We can only wait and see. You got to think, though, if you lose this one, a team. Well, there's plenty of game left. Let's not go too far into despair here. Tough half for Mater Dei fans. 3 points in total. But we'll see what they can do in this second half. DePaul going to be kicking off to keep this game rolling. Malone going to receive this one. He will take it to the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. And an offense who has been under the microscope for some time now, consistently in the past 3 weeks failing to deliver, continues that same mantra here. Forwick short motion. Go to throw, and he is hit in the back as he's throwing, incomplete. And a lot of these things are what you didn't see from them earlier in the year. Sacks, a growing theme. Incompletions, a growing theme. As there's a completion to Forwick. He'll pick up the first down. He has been a bright spot early. There are 2 additions at receiver. Forwick and Cooper have both contributed where they could. Play action from the I formation. And a sack for DePaul.
at the 28-yard line.
You have offensive linemen watching as there's 3 DePaul defensive linemen untouched to the backfield. Loss of 9, and that's just a drive killer. There's nothing that your offense can really do after losing that amount of yards on a first down play. There's another completion to Forwick, 3rd and long coming up for the Monarchs. Empty look on 3rd and long. An absolutely abysmal play call there. A screen on 3rd and 12. Couldn't even complete it because nobody blocked on the screen, and 4th and long.
Fair catch, signaled for and taken. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gain of 9 on the run for DePaul. That's something that you've seen pretty consistently. Read option. Marcus Battle with a great play, just not quitting on this game. Keeper from Wilson, brought down in the backfield by Battle. 3rd and 4. Wilson to throw the screen. He does get it off. It's going to be dropped, however. So DePaul with a little misfortune of their own, and the punt team likely to follow here. So Mater Dei going to get another chance. They have been getting many chances from their defense as of late. The Mater Dei offense do need to pull their weight at some point in the year. Which they did earlier, a good mix of run and pass for them. And I think that's really what they've gotten away from. They've started to rely on the pass a lot more heavily. In recent weeks, you've seen them try and get the run game going and sticking with it when it's not successful. And I think that's a big part of their struggles. If you come into a game, you need to have a certain amount of adaptability. If you are struggling to run the ball, you need to be able to pass, and vice versa. If you're struggling to pass, you need to be able to run the ball. But you need to be able to switch between the two. And it seems as though the Mater Dei coaching staff, if their game plan is to run, they're going to run, and they're not going to change that. And if their game plan is to pass, they're going to pass, and they're not going to change it. Either way, this team, especially over the past 2 weeks, just has not been flexible enough to come out on top of some of these games. Where earlier in the year, you're seeing a well-balanced team that can do both things. You're seeing a well-balanced offense that can run the ball. You're seeing successful passes as well. Here's a completion underneath to Cooper, and they'll keep the drive going. But that's what's been key to them winning football games and staying ahead of the chains, is being able to do both things. They haven't been able to do that in the past 2 weeks. Early in this game, they haven't been able to do it. A lot of pressure. The screen does get completed to Williams. He's going to outrun his blocks and be brought down after a gain of 8 when it looked like he had so much more room. 2nd and 2, another frustrating play because even though you did gain yards, you could have gained 20. Great completion underneath to Forwick. They've had success throwing underneath on this DePaul defense. Now, this is where if you're Mater Dei, you want to mix this in with some run as well. Mix in a little bit of run. Cooper in motion. They'll throw it to him. They'll throw it to Forwick, who's all alone, and will score a touchdown for Mater Dei. Their first touchdown of the game coming in the 3rd quarter. Tracy Forwick, welcome to the team, his debut score, and there is life on the Mater Dei sideline. He beat his man. It looked like man coverage, and 20 was just trailing him by about a few steps. So Mater Dei showing a little fight against 4-9 DePaul. Every game is a tough one in this league, but I think especially coming up on the end of the year when you know what you have offensively with the weapons that they have on this team, defensively, how dominant they've been. I mean, top 5 in the league in a number of different categories. You know that you have a team that's built for the postseason. It can be so frustrating to watch them get off to such slow starts. Duke Jowers, averaging 5 yards per carry. You got to think he's going to get more involved down the stretch here. So the third quarter really been an interesting one for both teams. DePaul going to get started with a pass underneath. Complete. Curtis on the tackle after a gain of 6 for the Spartans. Good tackle by Curtis. He did have that tackle earlier on a similar play, and this is another drag route complete to the same receiver, whose name is escaping me at the moment. Brought down by Malone. Another first down for DePaul. Good job by the Mater Dei defense, limiting the damage as best they could. Dean gets pushed off in the backfield by Jowers. Jowers so good at making the first man miss. We've seen that a few times this game. Luckily, the Mater Dei defense rallies to the ball carrier and still brings him down for a loss. 2nd and 11. Wilson to throw. It looks like a blitz coming from the slot man, Jamison. He didn't get there before the throw was completed for a gain. 3rd and 3 now. Just shy of midfield. And this one going to be play action underneath. Curtis with another big tackle. Big time play from Avery Curtis, who's coming up from his safety position at the line of scrimmage and making clutch tackles like that, redeeming himself from the miss in the backfield earlier. Mater Dei defense answers the call once more. Here's Kisling on the punt return. He's made a couple people miss today as well. So we'll look at Sean Bowe's day here in the third quarter. Just 140 yards passing, 1 touchdown. He did have the interception earlier as well. And you would like to see more from the freshman. But again, this is a very young team. You do have to emphasize that. And sometimes you see it on throws like that where your Forwick has had a good day. He's found himself alone on a number of occasions. But you can't force the ball to him. You have to let the offense flow naturally here as Williams motions out. Bowe to throw again, quickly underneath to Cooper. He'll pick up 5. I do like how much they've been spreading the ball around, getting different people involved. Forwick short motion. Bowe to throw. Good time. Plenty of time. Pulls it down. He'll pick up the first down. To end the third quarter, we have got a tied ball game in Santa Ana, 10-10. A little bit of everything in this one. It's been kind of up and down. As you're taking a look there at the interception thrown by Sean Bowe earlier in the game. And that was really the moment where you thought DePaul was going to run away with it. A lot of credit goes out to the Mater Dei defense for keeping them around long enough to tie this game. As we begin the fourth quarter, Sean Bowe to throw. He's going to miss Kisling, just overthrows him again. And you got to think the sliders might have something to do with all these incomplete passes. He is known for his accuracy. Another miss there. Here's the give to Williams. He's got a block, and he shrugs off a tackler and fumbles the football. Mater Dei recovers. 3rd and inches. Man, it looked like he was going to turn that run into something special, and he just lost his grip on it there, met by 2 Spartan defenders. That was definitely a fumble. The recovery by Dayon Cooper. What a heads-up play from Cooper, helping out in the pass and the run game now. 3rd and inches. Mater Dei is, for some reason, in an empty formation. This is a quarterback draw. Sean Bowe going to pull it down. And he's had some fumbles this year as well, so sort of a dangerous call there on the quarterback draw. But you think if you can spread the defense out enough, he's got an easy way to pick up a few yards. That's exactly what happened. So 1st and 10 for the Monarchs. The drive continues. There's Forwick in motion being followed. Looks like man coverage. Another miss. Just a terrible throw in the dirt to an open receiver. Too many of those during this game for Mater Dei. Sean Bowe going to shift. Looked like he changed the play at the line there. Trips left. Throwing again. Complete to Kisling, and that's going to pick up 7. 3rd and 3 early in the 4th quarter here. Tie ball game. You're running out of possessions. You've got to pick up 3rd downs just like this one. Bunch left. Shockey short motion. I'm sorry, he's going to return. They'll throw it underneath to Kisling, and he has been crucial in this game. He'll pick up another Mater Dei 1st down. So now the offense moving the ball well. They've just been inconsistent. I would say that's my critique on the Mater Dei offense. At times they look brisk, they look clean and efficient, and at times they are their own worst enemy. As they look to finish a drive here, Forwick short motion over. Sean Bowe to throw again. He has put the ball in the air a lot this game. Forwick with another reception. He picks up a 1st down and goes out of bounds. Forwick has been a revelation for the Mater Dei offense in this 2nd half. Cooper in motion. They'll pop it to him on the jet sweep. He'll pick up 1. Looked like that play was designed to get outside. Didn't quite accomplish that goal. He had to cut it back in. Good job by Cooper to avoid a loss of yards on that play. Bunch left, play action. Sean Bowe all day to throw. He pulls it down and slides after a gain of 4. Good coverage from the DePaul defense. Good blocking. The offensive line held up well there. Kisling is going to motion over. Throw to the end zone is caught by Cooper. Touchdown Monarchs. These 2 additions for the Mater Dei offense are doing their part. The earlier touchdown from Forwick and now a touchdown from Dayon Cooper. His 3rd of the year. And Mater Dei with their 1st lead of the game in the 4th quarter. So the home fans, something to smile about now as the extra point is good. Mater Dei leads by 7 in the 4th. Exactly what you needed, a stop from the defense, a score from the offense. And this is what can happen when Mater Dei plays together, plays offensively and defensively to support each other. John Wilson going to look to answer here. DePaul looking to avoid it, dropping to 4 and 10 on the year. Empty backfield for Wilson. Pressure is on from Mater Dei. He does get rid of it. Broken up by the strong safety Johnson. He has had a heck of a year from his sub linebacker spot. Great play by him to meet the receiver as the ball arrives. Underneath, incomplete again, dropped by the tight end there. It looked like Battle applied the heat. What a season he's had as the senior leader of this defense. Him and Alexander, definitely 2 linchpins for this Mater Dei defense. So 3rd and long. This one's going to be complete underneath. Johnson with another big tackle, removing number 80 from the ground and then putting him back on it. 4th and 4. Great job from the Mater Dei defense to again provide a stop at the most crucial point in the game there. Fair catch signaled for from Kisling. The Mater Dei offense back to work, and you got to think a touchdown here goes a long way towards putting this one away. Shanbo has struggled at times in this game, but he's turned it around in the second half, throwing 2 touchdowns after the interception, looking for Kisling in the end zone in the first half. And that's what you want to see out of a freshman quarterback, able to move on from the mistakes and bounce back. He's now thrown 23 touchdowns on the year. This one's going to be a screen. Williams has a few blocks. He's going to pick up 9. A good job from the DePaul secondary to react to that after the first wave of blockers came in for Williams. 2nd and 1. Clock continues to run. Williams motions out. Looks like a blitz. They'll throw it out to Williams. He's going to pick up the first down. And that was a good read there. It looked like DePaul trying to bring pressure. Shanbo gets it out quickly, and they do pick up the first down. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Williams. He'll run right by a guy. He's got room. Down the sideline. Here goes Williams to the 14-yard line. The biggest run of the day for Mater Dei. And what a second half turnaround for the Monarchs. Williams was looking to take that one to the house. He had one man to beat there. So now 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Mater Dei thinking points. They'll go back to Williams, and he'll pick up 3 there. Mater Dei looking to get back in the win column. Heavy set. Play action. Looks like they were trying to fool DePaul there. Shanbo going to take off. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mater Dei. They open up the lead to 14 on a rushing touchdown. And it looked like they were trying to get DePaul to play the run. Shanbo turned it into a run. His 3rd touchdown of the half. And now with 3.5 minutes, Mater Dei took what was a frustrating first half, just 3 points in the first half total, and they've now put up 21 unanswered here in the second half. Complimentary football on both sides. And Mater Dei looking to close in on their 10th win of the year, barring a absolute collapse here in the last 3 minutes. John Wilson brings his guys back out. He will look to throw. Pressure from Warbles. He completes underneath. Battle and another Mater Dei defender combined for the tackle. Play action. Warbles in there again. That one is complete. Jamison was trailing in coverage. Wilson in the hurry up now. Battle with another broken up pass there. Great timing from the middle linebacker. 2nd and 10, under 3 minutes now. Wilson to throw. He looks short left. Jamison promptly brings down that receiver after a gain of 5. Clock continues to run. Wilson will throw again. It's another drag route completed underneath, and that brings up a 4th and 2. This going to be an attempt at a conversion. Wilson going long. It's broken up by Malone. The 2-minute warning is a turnover on downs for DePaul, and that will just about do it here from Santa Ana. DePaul still with 3 timeouts, but you got to think down 2 scores. Mater Dei is going to look to run this one out as best they can. There is the give to Williams, 2nd consecutive, and he plunges forward. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Looking to convert this one and run out the remainder of the clock. Here's Forwick in motion. Shanbo to throw. He looks out left, complete to Kisling. First down, final timeout. Comes out from DePaul. And it is just a mere formality at this point. 28 wide-eyed. He can't believe what has happened here in this second half. A complete turnaround from Mater Dei as Shanbo will go down to a knee here. We'll probably see a few more of those. Taking as much time off the clock as possible before the give to Williams. He picks up 4. Another third down here for the Monarchs. This one will be a knee as well. And Mater Dei will get out of here with a win after what looked like a troubling start to this game. They will move to 10-4, likely retain the second seed in the AFC as we get ever closer to the postseason. But down the stretch, they do have a series of games that on paper they should win. This was one of them. Here's the punt. You didn't need to punt it away, but they do anyway. And a beauty of a punt. Slightly wasted as the game comes to a close. Your final score, 24-10. And I gotta say, the credit for this one goes to both sides of the ball playing together. And this is exactly what Mater Dei needed coming off a tough loss. As we take a look back at some of the highlights from that second half, there's the touchdown to Forwick. First half sack from Bennett Alexander. And John Wilson did what he could, especially in that first half. The DePaul defense was all over the Monarchs. But the second half adjustments came out. Pair of touchdowns to Mater Dei receivers and a rushing touchdown for Shanbo as well. We'll take a look at some stats before we get you out of Santa Ana Stadium. 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception for Shanbo on the day. Just a 68% completion percentage. Jacob Williams had that big breakaway run. He almost breaks the 100-yard mark. The fumble that was also recovered, but look at Shanbo's rushing stats as well. 68 yards and that rushing touchdown. Receiving, Forwick leading the charge for the Mater Dei receivers. 82 yards and a touchdown. Cooper following with 7 receptions for 45 yards. Williams with 23 of his own, so he breaks the 100-yard all-purpose mark. Kisling, 6 for 51, and Shockey, 1 for 4. Defensively, Battle leading the way in tackles. That is a sight that this Mater Dei defense is familiar with. Everybody contributing. Tackles for loss. Zaza Dean having a great day. He adds a sack to 3 tackles for loss. Jameson as well getting in there from the slot corner position behind the line of scrimmage. And sacks for Alexander and Dean. We also did have a forced fumble for Alexander that was not recovered. But that is going to do it for us. We will see you next time from the booth. This is Mater Dei football on EPSL.